decommissioning cranes out there shortly, so it's a bit like a glass house there at the moment. So welcome aboard. We haven't got a big crowd today, so there's plenty of room. Well, we get there in Milford about 4 o'clock. We're also going to Milford Sound as well.
Wakatipu, we would be in Lord of the Rings country, Mount Aspiring National Park. Any fans of Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit? Because currently they're filming the next episode of The Hobbit down there. I did audition, but apparently I'm too tall to be a Hobbit. And because they filmed the some of the most spectacular scenery around is down the other end of the lake there.
Wow, so beautiful, huh? So you go uphill in
Yeah, well, it's about 45 kilometres. Queenstown sits approximately halfway along Lake Wakatipu, other end of Lake Wakatipu. The first leg of our journey is going to take us about 100 kilometres due south. We'll be travelling along the lakefront around the face of the Remarkables. That's the big mountain range over the back there, which also features quite often in Lord of the Rings movies. Yes, in the first leg we're about 100 kilometres south, and we'll be cutting across in a westerly direction towards the west coast, Manapuri, Tianao, Milford, and Milford Sound. This little bay here is called Queenstown Bay. It's a fishing exclusion, you're not allowed to fish here. It's a wee sheltered spot. You see just on the right here, TSS Earnslaw. It's the lady of the lake, and she takes trips across to Walterpeak. If you look over your right shoulder, you'll see two big peaks, Cecil and Walter's a little bit further away. So she goes over there to a sheep stay, lunches and meals, and quite a few other things, from horse riding, there's a bicycle track, many other things too. And then by about 1862, the gold rush struck. His lease was bought off him by the government, and they established the township here. Some of the first buildings, we've got the old courthouse, the post office here.
I love nuts, it's my favorite.
Old Welland. Down to the right, have you noticed the big park? It's the botanical gardens. And there's a walkway that goes right around the edge of that peninsula opposite the township. And it continues right along to Frankton, a small suburb. It used to be a separate village down the end of the Frankton Arms. We'll be down there fairly shortly. Across the other side there now, we can see the Kelvin Heights Peninsula. There's the golf course on the end. And the suburb of Kelvin Heights, across the lake there, was New Zealand's first $1 million suburb, with the house price topped over $1 million, the average house price. It's kind of a celebrity attraction over there too. Bruce Willis had a place. Lindsay Buckingham from Fleetwood Mac, guitarist, he lived over there. And David Bowie had a place over there for a while. They get a bit more sun over there than the side of the lake. which is quite more, a little bit more pleasant during the winter time. Winter sun is quite a good commodity to have. Also, you can see over the top the peninsula, the lake in the background, and that heads right down the Kingston Arm. Little town right down the bottom of the lake called Kingston. We'll be stopping there. Not too far, not too long way. But this Frankton Arm, it leads down to Frankton Beach, just on the other side down the end. It's the only outlet of Lake Wakatipu. It's the Kuara River, which flows out to that infamous bungee platform, which I'm sure you're all familiar with. To leave until your passport is stamped with bungee. So has everybody done a bungee?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Such a liar. I will sort that out. Yeah, so that cycleway I mentioned that goes around the Botanic Gardens, around the Kelvin Hines Peninsula, right around the point, and around to a place called Jack's Point. We're passing Jack's Point a little bit further down the road. At Jack's Point, they've got a new housing subdivision, golf course, there's a little lake in the middle, and that's movie buffs. The hill just behind Kelvin Hines there. There was quite a lot of filming done up the top there. Movie recently based on the X-Men series and comic book, starring Hugh Jackman. If you ever get lost in Queenstown, one good way of getting your sense of direction. One of the popular attractions to the area, and a New Zealand invention I might add, is the jet boat. Yeah, the jet boat is specially designed that it can race up rivers only on about 6 inches of water or less, fly up rapids. Diagonally across there, like now you can see the bridge. It's a dam. We'll be crossing that fairly shortly. It's where the Kuara River flows out. I'll put it up there, but there's sun in my eyes, but I'll be okay. Yeah, the remarkable mountain range. The very top is 2,340 metres to the very top. And you may be able to make out zigzagging road, winding road around to the left side of the Remarkables, about halfway up. And that goes around the back to the ski field. It's a wee bit hazy there at the moment, it's quite hard to see. They've got room up the back there for a second stage. They're going to build a large conference centre. That's fairly new, it's only opened in the last 6 months or so. You can get a water taxi from the Queenstown pier over to the Hilton Hotel. I think it's only about $10–15. They've got some great restaurants over there. And the Shotover River, which joins up downstream in the low flow rate, the water level didn't really drop significantly. You can see part of that cycleway down there to the right. And chop up all the gorse, plough it straight into the paddock, and then he sprays the land, and then sometime later plants pasture grasses. Once the stock start eating the grass, they tend to nip the fresh shoots of gorse off, and it can stop it from growing. But on these steeper areas, it's very hard to get rid of. Generally, you can spray it and then burn it, and it'll come back again. forestry you see around here too. None of it is native bush, and native trees just grow so slowly that it's not economically viable to plant native trees for forestry. And a lot of the forestry around this particular area is a consortium. The major shareholder, I believe, are Chinese. Western arm. Originally, the original plan was to raise the water level by about 15 metres, which would have flooded a lot of the islands and changed the natural layout of the land. 16 kilometres down the road, and we'll connect up with you again. The ticketing booth is just here. There's also a cafe on the other side of the building. Bathrooms for a one-way fare. Touch of nostalgia. Against the Kempler Mountain Range, which is directly across here. That's about a 67-kilometre walk up through the bush, the alpine region as well. It's about a 4-day walk. Although they do have an internationally famous running race which completes the whole track. The fastest people complete the track within about 9 hours, I think, or less. It's very popular. You have to book about a year in advance to compete in that. And we don't have to get my entry in. Luckily. But we're going to stop here for lunch. And we'll continue on the journey. The best part of the journey throughout the into the Fiordland National Park onto Milford. We'll be leaving here at about 1 o'clock.